what's up, it's Ryan here from RMT Gaming HD, back again with another video of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the PlayStation 4. So guys, today we're finally going to be reviewing the three new characters that were released via the last extra pack, or what was it, the Ultra Pack 1, which is gonna be God Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and Ribrianne. Alright. So let's go into training mode. Alright, first we're gonna start off by hearing their codes on the character selection screen. So let's hear Ribrianne first, because you know we all know how we feel about Ribrianne, right? Most of us. I mean, I can't vouch for everyone, but I think I can vouch for the majority. Alright, so let's hear the codes, unique, and basically that. Alright, that's one. Nope.
Love is everlasting. Love will light the way.
Sure, Ribrianne. Anyway, that's all the codes from Ribrianne. Let's hear God Vegeta's codes.
This will all be over soon.
Alright.
This will all be over soon. Do you really want me to beat you that badly?
Nice. Okay. Now let's move on to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta's codes.
I will surpass you, and I'll do it in my own way!
That's amazing, dude.
There isn't going to be anything left of you when I'm done!
Perfect. Alright. So we're going to start off with, frankly, the most boring of all the three. Boring as in, he's got the least amount of new combos to him. And frankly, when it comes to attacks as well, Super and Ultimate. So we're gonna review him first. So yeah,
I will surpass you, and I'll do it in my own way!
We'll make this a canon showcase, so we're gonna pick Jiren. We're gonna pick Jiren as our enemy.
I'm going to put everything into this one strike.
Alright, let's move on to the canon arena, Tournament of Power. Here are their codes.
Hey, Jiren! This is everything I've got!
Come at me!
Alright, so let's move, let's first remove all the display inputs. Actually no, I'll leave them. You know what, let me remove the input commands, basically, the display of the inputs. So, right count, yep, that should do it. Alright, so let's start off with his all light combos first. That's his all light combo. Let's move on to the all triangle combo. Alright, very basic combos. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave the display to all, so we can actually see how many of the buttons and which buttons we input. So yeah, there's that. Let's do our traditional combo. So what about 4 light and triangle combo? Let's see what that does. Alright, very basic. This combo can be if I could speak, can be performed by using one square and then all the triangles, and followed by all triangles, or it can be done up till like a chain of 4 squares and then all triangles. So let me show you. So this was done with 3 squares, or was it? Oh no, it was done with 4 squares. So we're gonna do it with 1 square and then followed by as many triangle inputs as we can perform. Everything's the same exact combo, except the first one was longer due to me inputting 4 squares and then the triangle inputs or follow-ups. So there's that. Then as soon as you input 5 light combos or the square button, you move on to a different chain of combos. So I'm going to showcase that now. That's a really good combo. That's 5 light and 3 heavy, or 5 square and 3 triangles, and yeah, it does a really good amount of damage. Let's showcase the grab first before we move on to any further stuff with Vegeta. Alright, so yeah, pretty basic grab, nothing to him. I wish he got the same treatment as Gogeta got for this grab, where if you did the grab afterwards you could like follow up into a combo. He's the only character in the game that can do that. I wish Vegeta could have taken that attribute of his. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's move on to his supers first, and then actually no, we'll still save the supers for later, and we'll do, let's see if he has more combos. So what about 6 light and a chain of heavy? Nice combos there. So that's 6 light and 4 heavy. Now let's do 6 light and then an alternation of heavy and light. Alright, so that's 6 light, 1 heavy, 1 light, and 1 heavy to end the combo. And that seems to be our most damaging combo, doing a total damage of 5,171. So there's that. That's pretty much it for Vegeta's combos. What about his stamina rate? Let's see. I think it is 5 light into a light stamina rate. Oops, I think, wait a minute. Actually 4 lights into the stamina break. So he's got a very basic stamina break, but you've got to be precise with the timing, and you've got to make sure you don't input the 5th light, because he doesn't have that much of a time gap between the 4th and the 5th light. So as you can see, the 5th light is very quick to initiate. So it's better if you watch out for that 4th light and then into the stamina break, and not mistakenly do the 5th light into the stamina break. Otherwise you will not be able to perform it successfully. Let's showcase it again. So 4 light into the light stamina break. Alright, now let's showcase the supers, and then we'll move on to Brienne and God Vegeta. So his first super is Final Blow. It's got a little of a startup and an animation there that I don't believe it's been present with other Vegetas in the game. So that's cool, I guess. And surprisingly enough, his second super is Final Flash, which is predominantly an ultimate attack, but for this Vegeta it's actually a super, which is really good. It is a 2 key bar consuming super attack, so it is a bit resource intensive, but it does a really good amount of damage, and it's very good as a combo ender, as I'll showcase now. As you can see, wow, like 2 bars for 6,371 damage. I mean, it's perfect for ending combos, and he already has a lot of teeth, so I think it's perfect for that situation. So I'll showcase the perfect combo you could do into this Final Flash. Walk away into a Final Flash. As you can see, that combo does like 11,540 damage. That's basically an ultimate. So for like 2 bars, so that's insane. Yeah, you can't really, not many 3 key bar ultimates can do that much amount of damage, and to net that amount of damage you really need 5 key bar ultimates. It's a really good combo ender, the Final Flash. And next up is Atomic Blast, and this one has also a unique trait specific to this Vegeta, in which it actually can damage the opponent if you initiate the Atomic Blast when you're in close range, as you can see right now. As you can see, it does 4,965 damage. So first of all, if you do initiate it from like a very close range, then you will do more damage. And second off, as you can see, it does damage when you're in close range. It does hit, the initiation does hit the opponent, whereas for other Vegetas it won't. So as you can see, it will do less damage if you're far away.
You're done!
Wait, it doesn't have that much of a range to it, so it is a very situational move. But if you can knock it off, it is a very relatively damaging move.
You're done!
As you can see, yeah, look at the drop off. It dropped from 4,900 to ish to about 3,100 ish. So yeah, so it's better if you do it at close range to get the maximum amount of damage with it. As you can see, 4,000, yeah, almost 5,000 damage. So that's like what, 1,800 drop. If you do it from a bit when you're a bit far away from your opponent. So yeah, it's advised to do it in close range. So let's move on to his ultimate. So final explosion is almost the same as the one that Master Vegeta has, except the ending to it is a bit different. If you watch Super, you would know that he doesn't turn to stone like Master Vegeta did. He would just become a bit fatigued and lost his Super Saiyan Evolution form. But in this game, you can't, like, you know, lose the form in this, because he is Super Saiyan Evolution to start off with, right? So yeah, he can't just the base. So he just becomes a bit faint or fatigued. So there's that. And final Galaxy Crush is a new ultimate for Vegeta, and it looks really good. It is a super attack, ultimate attack, so it's not advisable to be run in PvP. So there's that. So let's showcase final explosion
You're
first.
not going to survive this! Yeah! I'm not dead yet!
As you can see, it does insane amounts of damage. You can pull it off successfully. Pretty much one shot if you have a full stamina bar. So yeah, there's that. You don't even need 4 stamina, do you? I think 5 stamina bars or 4 stamina bars should be enough to kill the opponent. So yeah, it's basically a guaranteed one shot. As you can see, the ending was different, as I stated earlier. So let's move on to his before we showcase the final ultimate attack of Super Saiyan Evolution Vegeta, he also has Flash Strike, which is actually an evasive for this Vegeta. If you play this game long enough, you'd know that the other Vegetas in the game have a Flash Strike, but it's in the form of a super. But this Vegeta has it in the form of an evasive. As you can see, he does teleport as well, which the other Vegetas don't when performing this exact super / evasive. So there's that. This evasive can be used to chain in combos, so that's nice. So I'll leave you guys to explore with that evasive to see how you can extend combos and stuff. So let's move on to the final ultimate attack that Vegeta has, which is final Galaxy Rush.
To die!
As you can see, it does do 9,924 damage, and I believe it costs 3 bars, right? Let me perform the move again. I think I wasn't paying attention to the 3 bars.
To die!
Yep, it is a 3-bar ultimate, so it's pretty key efficient, and it does do decent amounts of damage. So it is a pretty viable ultimate for PvE, but not so much for PvP, because it is a very long ultimate attack, and your opponent can easily gather all the vanishing bars before after you stamina break your opponent. So it's not advisable to be run on PvP. Anyway guys, that's that for Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Let's move on to Ribrianne. Now Ribrianne, surprisingly, it is surprising to some and may not be as surprising to others, but she's actually one of the most interesting characters in this game. Like, she has power-ups, and it's not very prevalent as to what the power-ups are, but she gets a boost or a power-up for every single combo she finishes. So that is insane. So she could be getting like a 10 to 20% attack boost, she could be getting a defense boost, she could be getting a Q recovery boost, she could be getting an ultimate damage boost or a super attack boost, you never know. But yeah, she's busted, and her combos the stamina breaks are so easy to do with this character. It's actually insane. She's actually a really awesome character to be run on a PvP. I mean, people may not run her much due to, you know, her popularity and stuff, and you know, her overall character when it pertains to the anime. So there's that. But it is what it is. She's just so you guys know, she is an insane character. So I'm just gonna showcase that and show you guys what I mean. So I'm gonna actually I'll try to make this somewhat canon. Where is it? Where is 18? There she is. She doesn't have that option, huh? Guess not. Anyways, we'll just rock with 17 then.
You gotta be kidding me. Let's make this quick.
And tournament of power, of course. Make it full cannon. Hear a quote first.
Love always wins against evil. You don't stand a chance against me.
Don't take me so lightly.
Man, she's such an oddball. Anyway, let's start off with her. Actually, let's start off with her grab first.
Take this!
That's not a bad grab at all. It's pretty good. Alright, so let's start off by doing all the all light combo first.
Does my love scare you?
As you can see, she gains a power up for every combo. You'll see as we move on further to the showcase. So that's her all light combo. Let's move on to the all heavy combo.
Of course. Not just any power, the power of love.
She talks so much, it's actually annoying. But it's cool how she like bounces like a ball and then hits the opponent like a wrecking ball. Some of you got that reference, others. Anyway, doesn't matter. Alright, so let's do the up to 4 light and then a string of heavies.
Power up!
Oops, that was the 5 light and all heavy combo. Anyways, you guys got to see that. So let's do the 4 light and the all heavy combo first, then.
Time for your punishment.
As you can see, another power up. Pretty short combo, but to the point. So let's do 6 light and all heavy stuff.
And of course, not just any power, the power of love.
It's basically a combination of the basic light chain and the basic heavy chain. So that's cool, I guess. It does a lot of damage. 6,250, that's nothing to laugh at. And yeah, there's that. And let's showcase the stamina. I mean, she has like so many stamina breaks. So look at this. So okay, so 3 light into stamina break does not work, but I'm 100% sure the 4 light into stamina break works. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I think it's 5 light and then 6 light as well. Sorry about that, guys. I got mixed up because you know I haven't had much time to play around with these characters. So forgive me for that. Yep, I was right. 5 light into a light stamina break. Is a successful stamina break combo. What about 6 light? Wait, I goofed that. Oh. Wait a minute. Nope, it doesn't. It does stagger a bit, so it's not a successful stamina break. Let's see if we can do a heavy stamina break after 5 light. You can, because heavy stamina break is a bit, it does have a long startup, so
Thanks,
yeah,
I'm good now.
So 5 light into a light stamina break seems to be the predominant stamina break she has. Just like that. Alright, so there's that. That's a stamina break. Oh, that's a key blast too. It's really interesting. Look at this. She just like throws out heart-shaped key blast when you do a basic key blast thing, basically. Let's hold the button and see what she does. Just a bunch of love-shaped or heart-shaped key blast. Anyway, So let's showcase a super attack now. Every single super attack. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to showcase one thing about Super Symbol Evolution Vegeta. I'll get to that. But first with Ribrianne, she every single super attack pretty much is like unique to her, and it's basically the first character to own these super attacks. So let's start off with formation. So long ass power up, man. Let's do the pretty cannon next. It does look nice, not gonna lie. She has like a lot of animations to her. So lovely cyclone. Wait, it is a bit of a close range super. Alright, so there's that. Now pretty charge. Let's use up all our key. You know what? We'll showcase that last because I wanna use up my key. Actually, nah. I have a way of depleting all my keys. So moving to normal. And yeah, there's that. So use up all our keys. Oh, it seems you can follow up this lovely cyclone with another input, as you can see. Anyway, guys, let's showcase our charge, the pretty charge. As you can see, it is pretty much maximum charge, but with a different animation. There's that, and lovely cyclone. As you can see, it does have additional inputs. As you can see, one input, two inputs. So there's that. So that's pretty much everything about her supers. Now, Maiden Burst is her evasive, which I believe Pan had. Yep, I'm pretty sure Pan had that. I might be wrong on that, guys. But anyway, these two are her unique ultimates. One of them is really long. Like, it's such a long animation. I don't know if it's even viable for PvE, let alone PvP. So yeah. But the other one's really does a ton of damage. So let's start off with the first one, the lovely Showtime.
Everyone, show shimmering, beautiful love, transformed by your love. I am now beauty incarnate, Xenoverse 2.
As you can see, that's an insane. It took an insane amount of time to do that ultimate. Okay, I forgot what the buff she got are. Wait, let's see.
Everyone, show
It takes 3 key bars.
beautiful love,
Will it increase the damage?
transformed by your love. I am now beauty incarnate, Xenoverse 2.
It does recover all the key that was lost by performing the ultimate, but I mean, it's so long. Do you really need that power up? Anyway, let's perform her second ultimate, which is Ribrianne's Eternal Love.
Wow.
As you can see, that amount of damage is insane. That's only a 3 key bar ultimate. So yeah, it does an insane amount of damage. Let's see, let's perform it within a combo. That's actually, wait a minute. That's actually her 5 light and the heavy light altercation. So let's do that again.
The power of love will defeat you.
Yep, that seems to be our most damaging combo. So that's the 5 light and the 1 heavy and 1 light alternation, basically. So yeah, let's try to chain her ultimate in a combo. It is very long. It does take a bit of time to start the ultimate. Oh, so lovely Showtime actually increases the amount of keys she can attain to 10 bars, I think, and that also increases the stamina bar, the amount of stamina she can have. So yeah, I mean, it is justified to do that, but I mean, it's not really viable. No one will give you that amount of time to perform that ultimate. They'll just stamina break you until you die, basically. As you can see, she has about 6.3 to 6.5 bars of ki, and like 6.5 bars of stamina. Moves on to 10 bars of ki and I believe 10 bars of stamina as well. But the health stays the same, so it is a temporary buff, but I mean it tends to stay around for a long time, so it is a useful tool to have when you're doing possibly something like raids, I guess, or like expert missions. But I mean, other than that, I don't see this one being used a lot. Anyway guys, that's that for Rebrianne. Pretty sure we showcased everything that is got to do with her. Now guys, I did forget to showcase this little skill that Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta has, which is the final charge.
There isn't going to be anything left of you when I'm done.
Long last.
So I'm gonna showcase that now. It is a pretty interesting key charging super. It basically I'll showcase it first and then I'll explain what's
Hey,
happening.
Jiren, this is everything I've got.
Come at me.
So I'll start off by reducing our ki to normal status, and I'll just use up all our ki. Like that. Alright, okay, ki recovery, I think. It's normal, okay. Let's start with ki. As you can see, it's very slow to start off with, but it's like gain speed insanely fast. Look at this. Let's see. Sorry about that, guys. Wrong input there. Then final blow. Oh, as you can see, the final blow does work even when you lock off the opponent. So that's one neat little trick that I forgot to showcase earlier. My bad, guys. Alright guys, so I'll showcase this final charge again. As you can see, it starts out really slow but then picks up really fast, like insanely fast. So it is pretty much probably the best charging a super for PvE. Because in PvP, you need ki really fast and you don't really get that amount of time to charge your ki, so it's better to have ki charging ability that charges really quick for PvP, so it's not really viable in that sense. So there's that. That's all there is to showcase about Blue Evolution Vegeta and Rebrianne. So let's move on to God Vegeta, which is actually my favorite character out of all these three, because not just because of the transformation, but because of all the skills on all the combos he has to offer.
Do you really want me to beat you that badly?
Let's make this canon
Hear
mode.
me. You go near my father, you die.
Nice. I wish it said that in the anime. I mean, he doesn't. He does go berserk, so it is sensible as to why he doesn't say it. So let's showcase them in the Future Ruins map. This is Super Saiyan God Vegeta. And of course we've got full power Super Saiyan Broly. Here's Coke.
You may be a quick study, but I will surpass you.
Nice. Man, this Vegeta's dope. As you can see, it's got that red aura. Perfect. Alright, so let's showcase the grab first. That's a really good looking grab. It does a decent amount of damage too, 2002 damage. Alright, so let's showcase his first, his all light chain. As you can see, he does have a lot of stamina, but he's a bit lacking on the ki side. And I mean, it makes up for all his fast, flashy combos that he has to offer. So let's start off his showcase. As you can see, his all light does 4,898, and you will continue to see that all of his attacks have so much oomph to it, like you can actually feel the impact of all the moves he's performing. So if we want to all the heavy combo, look at him growling at nothing. Alright, so that's his all heavy combo, and got 3,502 damage. Pretty decent. Okay, let's do the 3 or 4, 1, 2, 4 light, and then all heavy chain. It's a basic kick away, basically, or a knock away, which does about 3,200 damage. So let's move on to his main combos, or his bread and butter combos. 5 light into heavies. As you can see, that's 4,000 damage exactly. I think you can actually time his attacks for a bit more damage. I think it's on the other chain, but I'll have to check into that. So let's do the 6 light into all heavy first. Well, I think I have to do like the alternation of light and heavy for the 6 light initiation. As you can see, that combo looks insane. That's like, what was it, 7 lights? That's 7 lights, 1 heavy, 1 light, and 1 heavy. I'll do that again. As you can see, I waited a bit and then performed it, and it does even more damage and looks a bit more flashy too. And as you can see, it attacks on a lot of rooms too. Wait, let's showcase the 5 light then first. Wait. That's 5 light into 3 heavies. Let's do 6 light into the heavy and light alternation. You can see it's almost the same combo as the 7 light into 1 heavy, 1 light, and 1 heavy. There's that. Let's move on to supers. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new skills on with the exception of his evasive being old, which is explosive rage. As you can see, pretty basic stuff. But let's move on to his supers, which are basically the highlights of him. So burst stinger, first. He does a total damage of 2,700. Looks pretty good. Alright then, I think you can actually rotate the stick. Oh, I think it's on the other one of the other attacks. So there's that. That's 2,700 damage. Pretty decent super. Move on to blazing attack. This costs 2 key bars, but it does really good damage. We can see it looks insane, insanely good. Like exactly from this movie. It looks exactly like it was in the movie. So 3,563 damage. Pretty decent damage. Looks insane. It always changes pull. Why did it? Oh, I think that's his super soul activating. So if you do that, a move, I think it activates the super soul, which will increase the damage it does. That super does again. But what, about 300 damage? So there's that. And let's move on to raid batteries. Actually, I think my favorite super because the impact you feel when you perform super is like so good. It feels so satisfying to go off. And you can actually rotate the stick to basically change the direction where you perform it from. So let's do it first with just the basic input. Turn off the target. You can see. We'll do it from the ground. So heavy stamina rate first and move to the ground. Okay. So let's do the rage blast. As you can see, that's like one of my favorite features of the game. Like, look at the amount of impact he's throwing on these people. It's insane. He does really good amount of damage too. 4,102 damage. That's insane. That's what, like a 1 keyboard super? And then if you hold the stick forwards and do it, it goes a different startup. If you do it by holding the stick back towards you, almost the same. That's the exact same. What about to the left? A bit more damage. Yep. certainly a bit more damage. So if you hold it to the left, the stick, and then you perform the input, it does do a bit more damage. What about to the right? Yep, same amount of damage. Just to make sure I'm not tripping, I just want to do it again on the forwards and backwards one. Actually, yeah, I was tripping. I don't know if I have to hold the button down, which is why it does the next set of punches, which is why it did less damage before. Let's just get out of it. Yeah, you do have to hold it down, which to have more increased damage output on the super. So that's cool. Looks really good too. So he's got another unique charge, which is I think the perfect charge or charging super for PvP, because you'll see what I mean when I showcase it first. So let's reduce his key to normal.
Too slow.
Attack. Okay, now it's the super. I mean the charging, basically. Burst charge. Now look at this. It charges really quick at the beginning, but it becomes so slow afterwards that it stops charging at one point. So you don't really get to even fully charge your key or meter before you stop charging basically. So there's that. So it's perfect for PvP because you need a short key, but you need to get it in a very short period of time because the time frame you have to charge is really small for the time window basically. So burst charge is perfect for that sense. As you can see, you just charge quickly, gain like 1.5 bars of ki, and then just move on to the next attack. You can see again. Attack quick again. So it's basically the perfect, as I said again, the perfect key charging super for PvP. And his combos are so insane too. Let's do, I think I haven't tried it before, for heavy light alternation without the light initiation. It's almost basically the same as the 5 light. Yeah, 5 light into the heavy and light alternation. As you can see, you do want to wait before you perform your additional inputs for the additional combos, so you do get a bit more damage from that, as you can see. You can see that is without waiting. Now wait a bit. Okay, I haven't quite figured out how to perform that next, like to trigger that extra set of animation and to have increased damage. I think you do have to wait a bit more than I did on that occasion. Or it might just be with the 6 light. Let me see. There's definitely a way to trigger it consistently, but I haven't found it out yet. You have to hold the button down. But I'm nope, I did hold it down again, but it did the same amount of damage it did before. This is a 7 light one again. It works on this occasion. Oh, that's another combo he has. Wait a minute. 8 bad, I think. That's what, like 8 light into 1 heavy, and has let's see if I can follow that up with more heavy. Yeah, so with 1 more heavy, you can get a total damage of 4,800. So that's nice. Let me see if I can trigger that consistently. Yeah, I think you have to wait a second and then also charge or hold the button down for that full animation and the full damage of the trigger. Yep. seems to be pretty consistent. Let's knock him away to a more higher ground so I can fully see what if that's right or not. Yep, definitely that seems to be the case. You have to wait a second, and then when you perform the attack, you need to make sure you tap and hold on it. As you can see here. Done. So that's basically that, and let's move on to his ultimate. So first the Super Gallic Gun. Oh, actually, he does have 5 attacks that are new to him. Super Gallic Gun is old, or basically not exclusive to this Vegeta. So let's showcase that first. Fully charged.
Are you ready for this?
Wow, does insane amount of damage. Takes 4 bars of ki, as you can see. So 50,000, really not bad. Really good. Now, Prominent Flash is probably my favorite ultimate out of all of these new ultimates, because it looks really classy, man. Look at this. Insane. And 10,820 is not the max. In fact, you can actually buff it up infinitely, I believe, because the damage output of the ultimate increases as many times as you use it. So if you notice, if I use it again, it will be more than 10,820. As you can see, this time it did 12,530. Let's do it again. As you can see, 14,500 damage. Now, let's do it again. This time did a little bit more, but a bit less drastic, a bit less of a drastic change than it was before. So 14,250. Let's test that again. See how much buff we get this time around. Okay, so it's not infinite. It caps out at like 3 stacks. So 14,250 when it comes to the Vegeta. I'm sure it will be more when it comes to using it on CACs. So as you can see, if I do it again one more time, yep, that's the max amount of damage you can get with this ultimate with God Vegeta. So there's that. Now his stamina break is 5 slides into the light stamina break. As you can see, pretty simple stamina break. All of these 3 characters have one thing in common: the stamina breaks are 5 slides into the light stamina break. Except actually Super Turbo Evolution Vegeta, he triggers his he has a stamina break combo for after performing 4 lights instead of 5 lights, unlike basically Ribrian and God Vegeta. So there's that, and yeah, we showcased both the so yeah, there's nothing new to him about the basic on the available side. As you can see, this guy is my favorite of all the DLC characters. His combos, his overall look is so nice. Like, just look at the stupendous amount of damage it does. Into a Rage Blast. Okay, never mind. I do it by holding the direction because I wasn't close to the ground. Alright, let's switch to us now. I can see Rage Blast. That combo. 12,000 damage. That's basically 1 bar only. And that's a full combo and just 1 bar wasted. That's insane. You can also follow it up with a blazing attack, and does almost 12,000 damage. And you can also follow that combo up with burst. So he does really good amount of damage. So this combo with a super finish nets off at like, caps off at like 11 to 12,000 damage. So that's really good damage for Vegeta. His 5 leg or 6 leg combo is really good too. And you can it's actually an infinite combo too, as you can see. Wait. The feedback and the same combo. Again. Feedback. Again. Into a raid blast. It's connected to do like what 2,500 damage, which would be insane. Or maybe I think 2,700 damage. Yeah. Actually insane. I love it. Everything about it is just insane. His combo potential, his supers, the overall damage potential is insane. Yeah, so there's that, guys. That's it for all the new characters that were released via Ultra Pack 1. So yeah, a pretty solid DLC pack, and basically a DLC pack for all Vegeta fans, which I certainly am. I love Vegeta's character, so it's this DLC pack is of course for all the Vegeta fans, and I guess for Rubian fans, if there are any in the world. I'm sure there are, but I mean, yeah, there aren't really many of them. As far as I know, anyway. I could be totally wrong here, but yeah. I mean, in my personal experience, no one really liked her that much. Yeah, and as you can see, guys, I did farm up all the new skills that we have via this Ultra Pack 1, and as I showcased with the characters. So for the ultimate side, you have Ribrianne's Eternal Love and Prominence Flash. It would be so weird to see, you know, what was it, Lovely Showtime with the CAC, because just look at the stage with all the dance moves she does. And also have on the key side the new moves. So what was it? No, supers actually, sorry. Only 2 ultimates, the new ones. I'll just read the description briefly. It says, the Prominence Flash of God Vegeta says, unleash key waves with all of your might. The more you unleash, the longer the beam lasts and the more damage is boosted. But I think it does cap off at I think like 3 or 4 stacks. And Rubian's Eternal Love, fire key blast that pierces through your opponent with a shockwave from your explosive love. The more times the pretty cannon hits, the more damage is boosted. Ah, I see. So if you're rocking this ultimate, you're better off using pretty cannon in one of these slots to get a more boosted damage for Rubian's Eternal Love, that ultimate. So that's interesting. It's a really interesting passive, or like extension of the attack. So there's that. I don't believe we have any more new attacks for CACs. I mean, yes, we do have Blazing Attack, Burst Stinger, oh yeah, we do have these attacks, Pretty Cannon, Blazing Attack, and Burst Stinger. And we also have the new charge moves, so Burst Charge, Ultimate Charge. And we don't have Pretty Charge, but I mean, who would rock Pretty Charge, to be honest. And we also have Raid Blast. Yep, you have Raid Blast, we also have Lovely Cyclone as well. So Lovely Cyclone reads, quickly twirl to pull in your opponent and strike a blow that temporarily boosts how much damage you deplete when your foe guards. Use additional inputs to cancel the move and tackle your foe. And Raid Blast says, kick your opponent into the air and pummel them. Charge the move to make the kick unblockable. Oh, I see. That's nice. You can like charge the move and your opponent does like nothing and doesn't interrupt the animation. He can't block it. You just have to vanish away, or step vanish away from the attack. And use it with the left analog stick against follow-up attacks. Reach the ground while pummeling to boost your damage. Yep, as you saw, like when he reaches the ground while doing the attack, it does have that extra set of punches that he does, which will of course increase damage as expected. And I'll read the description of these super attacks as well. Pretty Cannon says, fire with a heart-shaped key blast packed with the power of love. Charge it to power it up. Each time you hit an opponent with the technique, the damage dealt by Ribrianne's Eternal Love is boosted, as we already knew beforehand. Blazing Attack says, attack with an aura-infused punch. If it hits, they'll fire a key blast and engage in a follow-up attack. So yes, this attack can be followed up with a combo, so that's interesting. I did forget to showcase it, but I mean it's pretty simple. You just do the blazing attack and then you can dash towards your opponent and then follow up into a combo because it staggers the opponent. The burst stinger is the description reads unleash an unblockable chop, follow up with a key wave. So yeah, this one's also unblockable. Nice. If attacked while starting the move, you will perform the chop after dodging the attack. Wow, that's actually really cool. Yeah, I guess this does deserve a spot in your super attack list. Because first of all, the attack is unblockable, but again, you can make it unblockable if your opponent attacks you while performing the super, in the sense that you will just dodge it and then perform the attack. So your opponent can do nothing about it except take the hit. So this move can be used even during a boost dash. Oh wow. So what, you could like, you know, do the boost dash, which is like square in the, or basically the light attack button and the key blast button. Not the key blast button, the ascending button. So basically square and X for PlayStation, and I believe, forget the Xbox inputs. Anyway, so you perform that boost dash and then you can also use this super. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I overall love this attack. I love the characters as well. Well, except Ruby Ann, but I mean, her combos are really good. So there's that. They had to make her good, otherwise no one would like play with her. I mean, some people do to, you know, troll other people and then make other people rage because they're like, oh my god, I lost to Ruby Ann. I can't delete the game. Anyway, guys, that's been it for today's video. Like the video if you liked it, share it with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the near future. Now, I'm sorry guys about the late upload. It is been a very busy schedule for me, so I've been trying to record this video and upload it when this DLC first released. But as you can see, I am a bit late on that. Anyway, guys. That being said, it's Ryan here from RMT Gaming HD, signing off and bidding you guys a farewell to the very next one. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.